What's up with it? So, if I look cross-eyed, I just do not know where the camera thing is to look at. But I want to post about experience and lack of experience. So, I was told don't doubt something until you try it. I was told you truly don't know until you experience it. Well, I just want to say, you know, my dad cooked. He cooked chillings the other day. Most black people know what chillings are. They're pig's intestines. They got shit all over them, and you gotta clean them, and they smell horrible. Well, I don't have to eat chitlins to know that I'm not gonna like them. They smell nasty. They look nasty. It just feels like I already taste them by smelling it. So no, that's not no. I'm gonna give you another example. If I were to be in a committed relationship and I decided to, cheat on my girl, I don't have to experience that feeling to know how I'm gonna feel. I don't have to experience that situation to know how I'm gonna feel. Let me correct myself. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story, and this is a real true story. My dad, when I was in middle school, he called me in his room, so I go upstairs. He was like, Steven. He said, Steven, your friend Devon, he got expelled from Dover Middle School for touching on a female for sexual harassment. He was like, Steven, don't be touching on girls. You feel me? You can get in trouble, especially at school. Don't be touching on girls. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, whatever. But that's like in my mind, I'm thinking like, no, that like I go downstairs. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, no, like that'll never happen to me, cause that's what I did. I was a perverted little kid. People that know me, I was a little perverted little kid. So, in high school and middle school, that's what I did. I used to feel on females. Like it was too late when my dad told me, cause I used to feel on females. Grab on them. And, I was the type of person to get away with that. Like, it was a number of females that liked me and didn't care. And it was, some females that was like, oh, it's Steven. A couple times I got in trouble encounters, though. And I'm going to tell you, one day, in my science class, this science class, we didn't have no teacher. Like, we had a replacement teacher, and this teacher we didn't pay attention to. We had fun in this class. Well, one day, my hormones were flowing. This girl named Aja Soli sat by me, and she was wearing this shirt one day. Okay, her chest was out there. Like it was like, it was out there. And I flirted with Aja sometimes. I wasn't attracted to her like that, but she had a nice body and she was cool people, and she used to give me massages. Well, she was wearing this nice shirt, like I said, and her breast was out there. I mean, whoa, it looked juicy. My lip, I was drooling like, man. I don't know, someone told me to kiss it. So I just kissed it a couple times. And she was like, see, what are you doing? Like, why do you do that? And I was like, I don't know. It looked nice. Like, I don't even know what I said to her. So the white girls sitting behind us is like, Asia, you gonna let him do that to you? Why, don't let him disrespect you like that. Like, why he do that to you? Like, I'm like, shut the fuck up. And my mom like, shut the fuck up, white girl. Like, man, like white girls, man. So later on that day, I get, I'm going around my dad and I get called in the principal office. So I'm like, damn, like what do I do now? I was like, nah, they probably gonna ask me something because they have a couple times. I'm like, cause like I couldn't think like what I did. So she like, I get in the office, she like, Steven, sit down. I'm like, what's up? Police officer there. They was like, so have you flirted with any girls today? Police officer asked me a question. I'm like, no. Well, have you kissed any girl's breast today? I'm like, I couldn't think. And they was like, Asia. And I was like, oh. And I started laughing like, yep. Well, I'm just letting you know, now the assistant principal talking to me, I want you to know you're suspended. And the police officer explaining like she could press charges, she could do this. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm crying and everything. Like, I'm 16 years old. I just got my L's and my dad was supposed to give me a car. And I'm supposed to be able to drive my car this week. So I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm really like frustrated and everything. And I'm like, man, she gave me a massage. She gave me a massage later that day. What you mean? I'm like, what did agent tell you? You know, I'm crying and all that. I'm like, what did agent tell you? It was like, we can't give out that information. And it all hit me. You feel me? It all hit me. From when my dad told me when I was younger, when I was in middle school, like, don't be touching on females. You know, it's like I had to experience something. You feel me? Like, I had to experience that. I had knowledge of it, but I didn't pay attention to what he said. So, I had to experience it. To make a long story short, I heard rumors that, Asia didn't tell me that the white girls did, and then they called Asia in the office, and Asia was like, yeah, but that she didn't want me to get in trouble. Then I heard rumors that she did tell, and she didn't care. Well, I didn't talk to Asia for the rest of that year. If not, I didn't talk to Asia for a minute. When we graduated, she tried to add me on Facebook, and I ignored her. I'm like, this bitch, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Why would you try to be friends with me? What you did to me? You feel me? Well, I seen Asia about a year ago or over the summer, and I talked to her. I didn't even bring that up. You feel me? Because, it was in the past. You live, you learn, whatever. I learned from my mistake. And that's what you gotta do. But, I just recently added Asia on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I am gonna tag her in this video. But I want to let you know, Asia, like, I forgive you. I still would like to know the story because I don't have knowledge of the story. I really want to know what happened. I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to post this video because you don't have to experience something to know the outcome. You feel me? I want to give another example. You heard this girl is good in the bedroom, but she's a whore. But you heard, like, she got it. And it's like, I want her so bad, I don't care. Well, you don't have to experience that. She might, give you something. You don't know. You might catch something. You don't have to experience that. Gain some type of self-control. You strange, confused individual. Nah. But, yeah, I just wanted to post this video about experience and lack of experience. Alright, well, peace.